Hello everyone, my name is Silverweed and once again welcome back to School of Dragons. As some of you have noticed, there was a notice when you logged in yesterday that the Stormcutter had updated animation. First the Flightman, now we get the Stormcutter. So the game are really trying to improve the game, which is a great... it's really promising. It's a great thing because instead of just throwing new dragons in our face that aren't really that great, they're going back to the old ones and fixing them up so they are acceptable and better. So props for the game developers to thinking that way instead of just feeding us new dragons that really are flawed and doesn't really work that well. So this is a really good sign. And the Stormcutter was the second one to get a new unique animation and model, and it looks really gorgeous. It's much more characteristic for the Stormcutter than it is now. So this is what the Stormcutter used to look like. It was very stiff and it wasn't really moving that smoothly at all. It was very similar to Tula's model as well, so it was very flawed. Now we have this one, which looks so much better and really adorable. It has a lot of characteristics, the way it turns its head like that, just like an owl, like it would do in the movie. When you're on it, and when he turns around, it's more or less the same, just this stiff movement, little small one, but this works for it. But then when he starts running, we see some entirely different animations here. He looks more like a buffalo or a horse just pushing through. Really powerful movements here. It looks really great, and it's definitely much better and more characteristic for the Stormcutter with those huge wings. It's more natural that he would move like this, like jumping a little bit forward with the wings. It looks really cool, and here we're gonna get a chance to see it from another angle here from the front. It looks really good. He runs around really majestically, and the tail moves really nicely. So he looks really overall gorgeous. Really nice dragon with some really nice animations now, so really great. So the Stormcutter really looks overall greater. Even just when he's standing here, the head moves differently. He has his own very own animations, and I really love this turn he does with his head, kind of owl, where he turns his head like that. Really adorable and really nice for the Stormcutter. Now when we take him out for flight, there are some similarities, but overall it's a lot more smooth, flapping with the wings. The tail moves a lot more smoothly. It was really stiff before. It looks really good and really elegant, and he looks like gentle at the same time. Like a bird, like a really elegant and graceful creature. And the wings kind of tilt down in a little bit of a bow. Which looks great, and just the movement of the wings are not like flapping inside of each other like they were. They're just moving perfectly in sync, and it looks really amazing. Like this looks absolutely gorgeous with the wings getting up close to each other without touching and disturbing each other, so it's really just very smooth compared to what it were. And the wings kind of speed up a little bit here when he's flying faster. It looks similar to the one we had, but the tail looks way better. The wings are moving more, a little bit slower I would say, so that they don't just like bump into each other all the time like they were. More of a natural feel, definitely. Now my favorite thing, my absolute favorite thing about the new model is this. Look at that. When he slows down, he splits up his wings so you can see all four of them just facing in front. It looks absolutely gorgeous, fantastic, and it makes him look so huge and so majestic. And those four wings we just all love really come to show in this new animation. And when he is hovering, he is much more natural. The tail's going down, the wings are flapping to keep him up. The tail was all stiff, his body was all stiff before. Now it looks just amazing and really gorgeous. So the game developers definitely did an amazing job on this guy to improve him. And like I said, I'm really happy and proud of the game developers that they are going back and fixing up these models so that we can get some really extraordinary dragons and overall just improve the game instead of just using the same models over again in order to give us more dragons. No, just take the time to make these dragons and fix up the other ones so we will have more smooth dragons. I would rather wait like 2 months for a new dragon if it would just mean that all of the dragon models would be this smooth and this amazing. and I think a lot of people agree with me. And it's really great to see the game developers are kind of, you know, fixing that up and understanding that this is what we want, and this is also what they want, probably, to get a nice and amazing game. So this is definitely a promise. First was the Flightmare, now the Stormcutter. We are going in the right direction, so I'm very excited about these new changes that are coming to school. Let me know what you think about the Stormcutter model in the comment section below, and are you excited about seeing new models for any of the other dragons? I sure am. Let me know anything you would have to say about all of this, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So long, Dragon Riders!